Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I figured I would do another areas I would like SSO to add or update video. I was going through all of my old videos looking for a video idea for today, and I came across my previous video on this topic, and I will link that one in the upper right corner as well in case you want to watch it, but I figured I would do a part 2 because it's been a year since I did that video. So if you're interested in my area ideas for Star Stable, then keep on watching. And then now, without any further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Before we get into it, I do want to apologize for it being a little bit darker on Star Stable than usual. I had to sort out some personal business throughout the day, so I'm recording this a little bit later, which is also why this video is a little bit late, so I sincerely apologize for that. Anyway, I wanted to start off with an area that has been requested to be updated by the entire Star Stable community for such a long time, and I'm talking about the Valley of the Hidden Dinosaur, of course. Dinosaur Valley was released on November 19th of 2014, which is almost 6 years ago. And yet, there has been no update to this area. And honestly, I understand it's a huge area, it needs a lot of love and attention, but at the same time, it's been 6 years and Star Stable has grown so much since they made that area, and I would love to see an updated version somewhere in the future. However, if they do update it, I want to ask Star Stable to please don't make the fog as heavy. I think there's way too much fog in Dino Valley. There doesn't need to be that much fog. And also, Nick's Homegrounds' camp really needs an update. He's just hanging out there with his floating fridge, I think it is. But honestly, whenever I go there, it just looks really outdated and it looks nothing alike what Star Stable has been creating recently. However, Star Stable has mentioned that right now they're focusing on updating the older areas instead of adding new areas all the time or every single year, because they did used to do that. And I'm really happy about that because Dino Valley and other areas in Star Stable definitely need the love and attention. Another area I would love to see updated is the Hollow Woods area and Valedale. Honestly, those trees in the Hollow Woods need a lot of attention, and I am so confident that Star Stable can make those trees absolutely phenomenal. Right now, they look outdated. I have to be honest, they look kind of outdated right next to the other trees. For example, the ones here at the Forgotten Fields, those look a lot prettier than the ones in the Hollow Woods. I'm sorry, they just do. But the trees in the Hollow Woods are so big and gracious, and I would love to see what Star Stable does with those. Furthermore, Valedale is kind of the home of Elizabeth Sunbeam and a lot of the Soul Riders. The circle is there, the training is there. I think it definitely needs some attention. Furthermore, I also believe that Star Stable should do an update on the Silverglade Castle and Village, because those two look so weird right in the middle of an area that's already been updated. Because the ground textures and stuff have already been updated, and then putting that village and castle and also Steve's farm on top of that, it just looks really weird. I mean, I could go on because I do believe that every single older area should be updated to Star Stable's current style so that everything looks cohesive, but those 3 areas are the 3 main ones that I would love to see updated first. So with those out of the way, let's get into the ones I would love to see added. Now, like I said, Star Stable is mainly focusing on updating the older areas instead of adding new ones, so I don't expect to see any of my ideas become a reality somewhere in the near future, and with that I mean in the upcoming 1, 2, 3 years. However, I do want to suggest some of these areas, so let's get into the very first one. That's right, another area that I would love to see added in Star Stable is a savanna. The reason why is because I think savannas are so beautiful. The trees that are in savannas are another challenge for Star Stable. I would love to see what they do with those trees. And this area also gives them the opportunity to add a bunch more animals into Star Stable. So far we have like chickens, cows, donkeys even. But even though this is a horse game, I would love to see different types of animals added into different types types of areas, because chances are, if you're going to go on a trail ride, you'll find an animal other than your horse, and I think this would make it only more realistic when it comes to like doing trail rides and all that stuff. The little village that would be in the Savanna could be a farmer's village with a lot of farms and stuff, and that would be really, really cool. They could also add horses there that are used specifically for trail rides through the Savanna, which I would really love to have another trail ride. And fun fact, savannas are usually located between a desert biome and a tropical rainforest biome, and both of those areas were a suggestion of mine in my previous video, so if Star Stable was to ever add one of these three, they could put them right beside each other. I feel like right now Jorvik is just a lot of green and a lot of the same thing. It's a lot of fields, it's a lot of green, and there's not really like a drier area or a more rainy area, so I would love to see this in game. I mean, of course, they have Dino Valley like I just mentioned, but other than that, there's not really anything else that is, you know, similar to this. Next up, we have a tundra, and in case you did not know, tundra is the coldest of all biomes, and the word itself comes from the Finnish word tunturi, meaning treeless plain. To all my Finnish subscribers out there, I really hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, please let me know. I'm not Finnish myself, I tried my best, but yeah, that's where the word stems from. The area is noted for its frost-molded landscapes, which looks really, really cool, extremely low temperatures, little precipitation, poor nutrients, and short growing seasons. Now there are two different types of tundras, and the first one is the Arctic tundra and the second one is the Alpine tundra. The Arctic tundra has low shrubs, sedges, reindeer mosses, liverworts, and grasses, and the Alpine tundra has tussock grasses, dwarf trees, small leaf shrubs, and heaths. Now I believe that an Alpine tundra would be much more beneficial because it is located in mountains throughout the world at high altitude where trees cannot grow, but they do have dwarf trees. That basically means they can put this area behind the mountains of Jor, for example, and those dwarf trees are going to be a huge challenge for Star Stable 2, and I would love to see what they do with that. I think that Star Stable is just so amazing with nature and creating trees and bushes, and they do a really great job at making nature and plants, so I'm always super excited about that when it comes to new areas. I don't know why. I guess I'm just fascinated by it. The animals that live in alpine tundras are pikas, marmots, mountain goats, sheep, and elk. Especially those last three would be really, really nice to see in Star Stable. We already have some sheep, but mountain goats and elk would be really, really nice. Another animal Star Stable could also add, which is already in game, is the Arctic fox. The person in Dundle, I think, already sells a white fox, an Arctic fox, and they could put those in that area. That would be really cool. If they were to put a little village in this area, they could sell cold-tolerant horses here because this is a very cold area, and they could just do so much with this. This area is also perfect for fascinating trail rides and making races in this area. Oh my god, doing those races would be such a challenge, but I think it would be so much fun and very fascinating. Now this last one, you guys, I know is very, very, very unrealistic. However, I think this could be such a cool little escape from always making realistic areas for the Star Stable team as well as for us, because we keep getting these realistic areas, and especially for the younger children, an area like this would be really, really nice. This could also be Gary Goldtooth's place of selling his Jorvik wild horses, because he has been in Fairgrove and in Moorland and other areas for way too long, and he needs his own area because the Jorvik wild horses just need their own little space, in my opinion. Just randomly placing them somewhere on Jorvik is just kind of weird, and I wish Star Stable would make their own area for this. It doesn't even have to be as extreme as this one in the picture is. However, I would love to see this big castle with maybe a little village and then some shops and the magic horses, of course, and, you know, pink land or purple land. land, just something magical. And this doesn't even have to be on Jorvik itself. It could be a portal that you have to find through a quest, and once you go through that portal, you could go to this land, for example. Or Star Stable could use a balloon just like they did with the whole rainbow event. I mean, I'm 18, and even to me, this seems like such a fun idea. And also, if Star Stable was to make this area, please, Star Stable, don't make it temporary like the Cloud Kingdom or anything else like that. Don't make it temporary. Please make it permanent, because if they were to make this, I would never, ever, ever want to see it disappear again. And with that being said, we have come to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, if you would like to see more videos of mine, all you have to do is subscribe down below, as well as turn on those notifications so you'll never miss out on any videos of mine. And with that being said, I hope I'll see you back in another video on Wednesday. And until then, have a great week. Bye, guys!